Hala, hala, tingnan nyo guys, oh. Kahit na mataas na yung yung border na fence, inaakyat pa rin. Oh my gosh. Guys, baka mahulog kayo. Itong mga taong ito, oh, kapit patalim talaga. Yan ang nangyari guys sa border ng Mexico at Amerika. Ang tigas talaga ng mga ulo nila. Baka mahulog. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good midnight to all my friends near and far. Ito po si Marilyn, your friendly Filipina carpenter here in America. At ngayon ay nasamantala namin ang temperature guys. So I'm gonna install some tiles in the washer and dryer area. Kasi guys, as you have known in my past videos, kung nanonood kayo, malamig talaga dito sa aming lugar ngayon. And fortunately, by God's grace, today ay nasa upper 40s tayo. So, nandito na kami ngayon sa bahay na kinoconstruct namin, and itong room na ito, dyan ko i-install yung tiles. So, hirap mag-Tagalog, linilinisan ko na para ma-ready na i-install yung backer board, and then after that, install na yung tiles. Tiles guy na libre that I got years ago. Pakita ko sa inyo mamaya. But before that, surprise! Welcome to our bedroom. Wala pang dingding, wala pa lahat, but at least meron ng framing. So I'm so excited. Hindi pa kami makalagay ng walls. We use drywalls for our, dito sa aming wall because para siyang semento na mix ng paper, and so kailangan namin i-seal itong bahay lahat before I can install the drywalls kasi ang moisture galing sa labas papasok tapos magka-molds yung ating bubong or bubong, ano bang wall? Basta kay wall. So hindi ma-install yung walls natin unless walang ma-install na windows. Unfortunately, yung windows, hindi ma-install kung hindi matapakan, ma-level yung ditch doon, yung mga what do you call this? Yung mga holes dyan sa kilid-kilid ng bahay. So, kailangan namin bumili ng dirt para itapak doon ba? I-fill doon sa mga holes sa gilid-gilid ng bahay. Unfortunately guys, it's always below zero here. So yung mga dirt na bibilhin namin ay frozen. So hindi makadeliver yung may-ari ng dirt. So we have to wait for the temperature to get warmer so that madala nila yung dirt. In other words, everything in this house now depends to the weather of the world, of the place where we live in. So hopefully, tomorrow, I think it's going to be February, have a new month, February, and I don't know if it would get warmer. But anyway, what I'm going to tell you or to show you tonight is yung, at least nakabili ako ng ukay-ukay na barn door para sa aming bathroom in the ensuite, master ensuite. Ang original price is $187. Nabili ko lang ng $75. So, ito na po siya. Ta-ding! What we're going to do is, bibili tayo ng hardware kasi sliding door ito eh. Lagyan ng hardware dyan hanggang dito. Tapos, rolling hardware dito para i-slide lang siya kung papasok ka sa bathroom. So, it's going to be like, hallelujah! Ang bigat, ang bigat. So, pag may rolling hardware lang, pagpapasok ka sa bathroom, ganito na lang. I-slide mo na lang ang door, tapos, ito na, bathroom na. So, I'm happy with my purchase today because I have saved over $100, I think $115 dahil ukay-ukay yung nabili ko. Ukay-ukay na brand new guys. So, so we are now in the master suite at itong binivideohan ko, this is actually our master bath. And ditong bandang ito, dyan ko ilalagay yung aming shower.
And so what we're going to do is waterproof the walls. Hindi natin ma-waterproof, hindi natin malagay yung water membrane dyan kasi inspectionin pa ng city engineer's office yung plumbing, yung electrical wiring, at saka yung framing na ginagawa ng aming contractor. Ito yung gagamitin ko sa aming stall, shower stall. Ito siya. Ilalagay ko siya dyan and 10 lang yung nabili ko. Tingnan natin kung tama ba yung nabili ko or kulang ba. But yeah, let's see. Shower is bandang dito, mag-shower ka. And then ito yung drain, ilalagay ko ito sa gitna siguro or towards the back. But ito yung magiging shower floor or that's what they say, shower pan. Siguro kulang itong ano pa. It is very kulang. Yan. Upo-upo din tayo pag may time. Kasi ang payod ni Carpintera, alam nyo guys kung ano yung payod? Ha? Payod and this Visayan word for yung, ano bang, ano dito? Pag matanda ka na, masakit na yung baywang mo. Yung payod. Ang payod, ang baywang ni Carpintera, masakit na. So ipakita ko sa inyo yung finished product later on. But for now, i-layout ko muna kung magkano ang kailangan na i-apply dito sa sahig na ito. So, I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Tapos, ilagay ko yung ating drain na galing din ukay-ukay, pero brand new. Tingnan niyo naman, oh. Yan, brand new yan. Mga tao dito, pag they change their minds, huli na, hindi na pwede mauwi. So, ibinta na lang nila ng napakamura. So, siguro dito natin ilagay sa middle. Or, probably, hindi kasi pwedeng ganito. Pwede siguro. Gusto ko sana ganyan. Siguro ganyan. Ang lagay natin dito sa pinakalikod. Yan. So yan. Yan ang magiging sahig ng aking shower. Tapos shower ako dyan. Shhh. Tapos tile dyan, puti na tile surround. Tapos hindi ko pa ma-install yung mga tiles at saka mga water barrier and also the wall kasi as what I've said earlier, i-inspectionan pa ng city engineer's office kung tama ba yung ginawa ng mga plumbers ko, ng mga HVAC guys ko at saka ng aking engineer. So yan. I'm excited. Isn't this beautiful? I like it. Okay. So, while waiting for my husband and our friend na carpenter namin, may issue ako na dapat sagutin kasi isang napaka-mabuting tao. And I have to speak in English, guys, because she's not from the Philippines. Shout out to Mrs. K. This is the answer to your inquiries. I'm sorry, guys. I need to speak English so that Mrs. K can understand because she doesn't come from the Philippines. So, kinig lang kayo, ha? So, this is in regards to, the massive illegal immigrants that are being returned to their places by our government right now. And Mrs. K asked me if I can speak or translate it in English. My previous video that I've uploaded, most of it I spoke in Tagalog. Hirap mag-Tagalog, guys. Bisaya na lang kaya. But I'll try my best to interpret it in English and hopefully Mrs. K would understand what I was talking about in my previous videos. But anyway, so the massive deportation of some people here. I know of one, my co-worker at the hospital before, and he's probably in his 20s when I met him at work, and then I asked him, he said that he was Mexican, and said, "Oh, really? So how did you come here?" Like, "Oh, they had to walk from Mexico. They had to cross the border illegally." I hope he's okay. But yeah, they had to, together with his family, I guess he was only 7 years old at that time, and they had to walk across the border illegally, and he said that it took them 3 days to walk from Mexico down to the boundary where they have entered to the United States, and they said that some of their people in their group have died on the way. They walked in deserts, and some of them naubusan ng tubig. Some of them have no water to drink anymore for 3 days, guys. And so, some of their companions have died on the road because of dehydration and exhaustion. So the reason why our government right now is deporting those who are illegal, meaning if they are legal here, whether you are an American, Asian, African, European, wherever you come from, you are very much welcome to stay in America, but you have to be documented. But for those who are not documented, they have to go back to where they came from. Why would these people from Latin America would like to come to the United States? That's because United States is a land where honey and milk flows. That's what they say. There are so many opportunities here. If you are not choosy with, looking for a job, you can find a job easily here. And our currency is high. For example, I come from the Philippines, and right now I think $1 is equivalent to 58 pesos. So a dollar goes a long way when it reaches to the Philippines. And most people from Latin America, they come here to the United States because, for greener pasture. Unfortunately, these people, when they arrive here in the United States, and then they give birth, because most of these people, are young, like they're in their late teens or early 20s, early 30s, when they arrive here, then they have children born here in America, and according to our Constitution, those children are automatically legal citizens of America by birth. So, and because of that, the government has no choice but to support these children. The government has to provide for their housing, their food, and going to the doctors and stuff like that. Uh-oh! I destroyed Dan's drill! Kasi masakit yung likod ni Carpentera, so patiil-tiil na lang tayo. This has to really go to the corner. Awesome. Then, moment of truth. My carpenter is watching. No, he is the expert of everything. Yan. Woo-woo! So, kailangan ito so that pwede natin ma-apply yung ating thin set para ma-attach yung ating libre na tile.
So, yung panel na yan, guys, ay tinatawag na backer board. So, nilalagay yan sa mga lugar na may tubig katulad ng washer and dryer at saka sa bathroom. Kung maliligo ka tapos merong moisture or merong tubig na umaawas doon sa sahig, hindi makapenetrate sa kahoy kasi waterproof yan. Diyan din natin dinidikit ang ating tiles para sa sahig.
Suppose that concrete blade on the angle iron, or angle grinder.
This is also moisture barrier, right? Okay. So you know what this is? This is a tile.
That is ugly tile.
It's not even green. That is not even green.
I think that's the wrong side.
Yeah, I will put this towards the back
Turn it
because it
over.
will be covered anyway. So Dan said it's an ugly tile.
That is black.
My husband
That's
said
black.
it's ugly tile. I got this for free 5 years ago. When was that? 3 years ago?
Are you using black and green?
So, So yan guys, yung tiles na yan ay libre. Pinulot ko sa basura 5 years ago. Tapos, sabi ng karpintero at ng asawa ko, pangit daw, pangit. Sabi ko, bahala na kung pangit, libre naman. Pero guys, ang ganda talaga niyan kasi i-overlap ko yan ng bagong paint, tapos magiging bago yan. Paraan-paraan lang yung buhay natin dito sa Amerika. Pag libre, di, pupulutin natin, di ba?
I'm
Well, you
gonna
saved
research
$10.
now. I don't. So yeah, and then my husband was like, "Bram, like what are you going to use that for? Blah 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 blah. We don't have space to put it somewhere in our house." Like, see, now I'm using it. Same with the other tiles that I use in the other house. I saved like 500 for those, right? They're laughing at me. So ito, install natin
Yeah,
ito.
so-
Like, whoop. See?
So we're gonna go soon.
Okay, thank you, Dan. And you're going to bring that to me. Just leave it here.
Yeah, you wanna take that,
What's that?
you gonna take that to inset or leave it?
Yeah. Well, actually, it should be okay tonight because it's not getting down very low.
The reason why our government right now is deporting those who are illegal, meaning if they are legal here, whether you are an American, Asian, African, European, wherever you come from, you are very much welcome to stay in America. But you have to be documented. But for those who are not documented, they have to go back to where they came from. The government has to provide for their housing, their food, and going to the doctors and stuff like that. And where does the government get these fundings to provide for the needs of these illegal immigrants? Of course, from working people like me, like, like normal Jane Does or John Does here in America. Like, there are some people, unfortunately, here that don't work at all. Like, they just like give birth to children, one children, two children, because the government will support those children until they reach 18 years old, 16 to 18 years old. So that. And whose burden is it to support these people who are in need that are illegal here? It is the legalized citizens here in America. And it's too heavy for us. Like, some people abuse the system, they don't work, and so because of that, they just depend on, what the government will give them. So they are provided with food, shelter, and clothing. I mean, food, shelter, and doctors' offices, doctors for health, go to the hospital for free. So they abuse, and who pays for that? It's the government. The government gets the money from the citizens here in America. So it's a big disaster, guys. So that's why I am okay with deportation for illegal immigrants. And it's not only from Latin America that are illegally living here in the United States. There are also some terrorists who come to the United States through Mexico. They go to Mexico first and then walk coming here to the United States, and after that they would just do harm to American people. And that is why the borders of Mexico, in between Mexico and America, has to be strengthened. So that's the reason why. And then another thing also is, unfortunately, even legal citizens here in America are also abusing the system. There are Asian Americans and Caucasian Americans, African Americans, and these people sometimes, there are many of them who abuse the system. My husband and I, we buy houses and we fix them and then we sell them at a higher price. And there was one time that the house that we fixed did not sell immediately, and so we had to have it rented. And the people in that area where our house was rented, were druggies. In other words, they were using and selling drugs. And I know of this, I call her friend because she was so nice to me. However, she's a druggie, guys. I think they have nothing much to do. They have money because the government pays for their rent. 90% of the rent will be paid by the government, so they can choose wherever they want to live, and then also they're provided with food, and then they're provided with insurances. If their kid gets sick, they can always go to any doctors and any hospitals. And so majority of these people end up being pushers, and these people that are on welfare, they are the ones that abuse the system. And we had a patient before. He is under Medicare, I think, but he's a druggie. One time when I was working there. Said, "What's the name of that doctor?" He asked me. I said, "Why?" That's because I'm gonna sue him because he did not give me, pain medicine. He went to the hospital for emergency for pain medicine because he's addicted to pain medicine, and so I have to tell him like, or at the back of my mind, or did I forgot if that was years ago already. I think my thinking at that time was like, please don't, because don't you know that that doctor who treated you, 40% of his salary is used to pay for your stay here at the hospital. So that, yes, we give, we support those who are in needs. There is, don't get me wrong, there is no problem with helping people who are in need, but those needs have to be valid. Majority of these people who are on welfare, their parents are drug addicts, and they are just depending on the government to support them live, and at the same time they're doing drugs, and that's unfair for regular people like me, like other people here in America. We work so hard, only that our salary is cut into a big amounts and then given to a wrong, designated to a wrong purpose. So that hurts not only our hearts, but it also hurts our pockets.
Tingnan nyo guys, ang gutsy talaga ng mga illegal na immigrants na ito. My gosh, binubuhis nilang buhay nila para lang makapunta dito sa Amerika. Ay, kawawa naman. Kaya lang, illegal yung ginagawa nila eh. Uy, guys, may nagalit sa akin doon sa previous videos ko, guys, na okay ako sa deport na mga illegal immigrants, pabunta, balik sa kanilang mga pinanggalingan. Sabi nung babae na nagalit sa akin, guys, sana magkakarma ka, matandang babae ka, sabi niya ganun. Matanda daw ako, guys. Okay lang, nakalusot na yung isa, tumakbo na. But anyway, ito guys, yan. Babae yan, tapos hindi makalusot, hindi siya makababa kasi may pulis na dyan sa ilalim. Kaya, kaya sinakluluhan siya, yan, mga pulis, sinakluluhan siya ng kanyang ama. Babae daw yan, guys, Tapos, hindi na siya makaakyat pabalik kasi syempre mahina na. Kaya sinasakluluhan siya ng kanyang ama. Balik tayo sa babae na nagalit sa akin, guys. Sabi niya, ikaw matanda ka, sana makarma ka. First and foremost, hindi naman tayo masyadong matanda. Yes, matanda, pero hindi naman masyado. Huwag naman kayo magalit sa akin. And number 2 is, hindi ako naniniwala sa karma. You know why? Because we are God's children. We are protected by Jesus' blood from the cross. So yun. Number 3 is, hindi po ako nang aabuso or nang aagribyado ng ibang tao. So, I don't believe in karma. In fact, I help other people. If you only know me personally, ay naku, bahala, wala akong makain. Basta may makain lang yung iba. Yan yung pagkatao ko. But anyway, thank God, nakaligtas na yung mag-ama. Sana wag na nilang uulitin. But anyway, itong clip na ito, papunta ito. Pauwi na kami dyan, pero papunta muna kami sa ski resort na malapit doon sa amin.
Kabila. It's like we are in a scary movie. Tapos, well-lighted yung place straight ahead. Kasi may ski resort dito. Ipakita ko sa inyo. Guys, tingnan nyo, parang araw. Actually, it's very good. Tapos, kasi may snow. Kaya yung light, nag-reflect yung sun. Snow, tapos may habog pa. So, kaya, tingnan mo sa kabila. Oh, it's so dark. Para kang nasa horror movie. Parang may white lady. Nakaabang dyan, Like, it's that scary. Ewan ko kung bakit ako dinala ng asawa ko dito. But guess what? This is only like 6 minutes or 7 minutes, less than 10 minutes away from the house. So kung gusto mong, kung gusto naming mag-skiing or tubing, punta lang kami dito. It's very near to our new residence soon, God willing. So, yeah. Look at the lights. Woohoo! That's crazy. Oh, wow. Yeah. Gusto mong mag-ski, guys? Parang araw din. Kahit natin gabi. So, pwede ka mag-ski anytime.